Let me begin by saying a few words. Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the joint press conference here at the Government House in Bangkok, the Kingdom of Thailand. The order of proceedings will be as follows. First of all, Her Excellency Ms. Yingluck, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand, will say a few words. This will then be followed by the Honorable Barack Obama, the President of the United States. There will then be a short session for questions and answers from the media, and that will conclude the joint press conference. So at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly invite the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, let me start by once again welcoming President Barack Obama and his delegation to Thailand. Thailand is the first country President Obama chose to visit, following with his decisive re-election less than 2 weeks ago. We appreciate the significance of the gestures, Mr. President, and we all thank you for being here today. President Obama's visit is the perfect occasion to launch the celebration of 180th anniversary of Thai-U.S. diplomatic relations next year. I thank both President Obama and Secretary Clinton for actively promote Thai-U.S. relations and for the United States' constructive engagement in Asia. This afternoon, I had the honors of accompanying the President for an audience with His Majesty the King, reflecting the close relationship between our two countries at the highest level. Lastly, at the bilateral meetings, we had productive and wide-ranging discussion in an atmosphere of friendly partnership. Thailand is the oldest treaty ally of the U.S. in Asia, and a long-lasting one because of our shared commitment to democracy, human rights, and free markets. I expressed to the President that it is my firm commitment to the people to preserve and protect democratic system, and I appreciate the President's support of democracy in Thailand, and I agree with him that democracy will lead to economic process. As we agree that celebrating last success is not enough, we look to the future and to build an even stronger strategic partnership that benefit both countries and indeed the broader regions, ASEAN and Asia Pacific. On the economic front, to generate growth and create jobs for both Thai and Americans, the President and I agree to redouble our effort to promote trade and investment and people-to-people exchange. We will also strengthen our cooperation in energy and food securities. Furthermore, we agree that Thailand is a strategic location and a hub for ASEAN connectivities and the ASEAN Economic Community (AEC). We will work together to make the regions an engine of growth, contributing toward global economic stability and sustainability. Within this context, I inform the President that Thailand will initiate negotiation on the Trans-Pacific Partnership or TPP, which will engage all stakeholders and undertake the necessary domestic legislative process to make it become a reality. The President and I had wide-ranging discussion about regional issues, and I welcome his upcoming historic visit to Myanmar and Cambodia. We welcome the United States' renewed focus on Southeast Asia and believe our bilateral partnership can help contribute to regional peace, security, and prosperity. But our cooperation goes beyond the regions. At the global level, Thailand is concerned with the threat of weapons of mass destruction or WMD. Therefore, I informed the President that Thailand will join the Proliferation Security Initiative or PSI. We believe that PSI will help prevent WMD from falling into the wrong hands, which is in the shared interest of all. The President and I also discussed on how to tackle transnational crimes and, in particular, human trafficking. I reaffirm my commitment to fight human trafficking, which equal to modern slavery. We also discussed cooperation on combating terrorism and how to deal with the climate change issue, especially in the term of disaster relief. Finally, we recognize the importance of continued high-level exchange and consultation between our two countries. As part of our growing partnership, the President and I agree to stay in close touch and to have our minister and agency to do the same on the rich agenda we discussed today. Thank you for your attention.
ค่ะนางสาวยิ่งลักษณ์ชินวัตรนะคะ
Thank you very much. May I
ยืนยันว่า
invite
ไทยสนใจที่จะเจรจาในเรื่องของ TPP นะคะก็คือ
Thank you very much. Good evening to the people of Thailand who have welcomed me so graciously. Let me say, Sawadee Krap. I will say that the Prime Minister's English is much better than my Thai. But I want to say thank you so much, Madam Prime Minister, for your very warm welcome, your generous words, and the sense of partnership that you bring to our work today. As you indicated, Asia is my first foreign trip since our election in the United States, and Thailand is my first stop. And this is no accident. As I've said many times, the United States is and always will be a Pacific nation. As the fastest growing region in the world, the Asia-Pacific will shape so much of our security and prosperity in the century ahead, and it is critical to creating jobs and opportunity for the American people. And that's why I've made restoring American engagement in this region a top priority as president. And the cornerstone of our strategy is our strong and enduring treaty alliances, which includes our alliance with Thailand. Thailand is America's oldest friend in Asia. Next year will mark 180 years of diplomatic relations. We've been treaty allies committed to our common defense for nearly 60 years. Our men and women in uniform have stood together and they've bled together. Our business people and our entrepreneurs work together to create jobs for both of our peoples. Our diplomats, development experts, researchers, and student partners every day work together so that our citizens and the people across this region can live in peace and security and dignity. Most recently, the people of Thailand have worked to restore and strengthen your own democracy, and we are very admiring of the efforts that have been made. Earlier today, I had the great honor of having an audience before His Majesty the King, a leader of wisdom and dignity who embodies the identity and unity of this nation. And today, I'm proud to stand beside the democratically elected leader of Thailand and to reaffirm the importance of upholding democracy, governance, rule of law, and universal human rights, all of which I know, Madam Prime Minister, that you believe in very deeply. When we met in Bali last year, the Prime Minister and I discussed how we could deepen and broaden the partnership between our countries. And with this visit, I'm pleased that we've agreed to a series of efforts that revitalize our alliance to meet the challenges and opportunities of our time. First, we're deepening our security cooperation. Our militaries already train and exercise together, and we're already close partners in preventing terrorism and combating narco-trafficking. Now we have a new, broader vision for our alliance. We're going to improve the ability of our militaries to operate together. We'll help Thai forces assume even greater responsibilities in the region, from maritime security to disaster relief to preventing piracy. I especially want to commend Thailand for joining the Proliferation Security Initiative that prevents the spread of weapons of mass destruction. And taken together, these steps advance our shared vision of a secure and peaceful Asia-Pacific where the rights and responsibilities of all nations are upheld. Second, we're taking new steps to expand trade and investment. The United States is already one of Thailand's biggest trading partners, and we're already one of the biggest investors in Thailand. But we believe we can do even more. So we've agreed to reconvene our Trade and Investment Council to explore new ways that our companies and our entrepreneurs can do business together. We'll continue to work with our APEC partners to reduce barriers and move toward a seamless regional economy. And we'll work together as Thailand begins to lay the groundwork for joining high-standard trade agreements such as the Trans-Pacific Partnership. All of this will advance our vision of a region where trade is free and fair and all nations play by the rules. Third, on this 50th anniversary of the Peace Corps in Thailand, we're moving ahead with new partnerships to promote development and human dignity. We'll focus on public health, developing a vaccine for HIV/AIDS, and ensuring that development is sustainable, especially in regions along the Mekong River. I recently announced new steps that the United States is taking to confront the scourge of human trafficking, modern slavery. Thailand is also taking new steps to address this challenge, including measures to better protect and empower women and girls. And I'm very pleased to see the leadership that the Prime Minister has taken on what I think we all agree is a very important issue. And given Thailand's role as an emerging donor country, I'm very pleased that our two nations will be working more closely to promote development in other countries, including fighting malaria along the Thai-Burma border. We also welcome, by the way, the leadership that Thailand has taken in protecting wildlife around the world. It's something that Thailand should be very proud of. Finally, we discussed a range of regional challenges. Thailand has supported the cause of democracy in Burma, protecting dissidents, hosting refugees, and promoting reform. And I very much appreciate the Prime Minister's insights as I prepare to visit Burma tomorrow. As a founding member of ASEAN, Thailand will play an important role in our meetings in Cambodia. And I especially want to thank our Thai friends for being so supportive of our role in the East Asia Summit, which should be the premier forum for discussing regional challenges, including maritime security. So once again, Madam Prime Minister, I want to thank you for your hospitality and your partnership. Because of the progress that we've made today, I think we've put the U.S.-Thai alliance on an even firmer footing for many years to come. And tonight I look forward to celebrating the bonds of friendship between our peoples and also enjoying
โอบามานะคะก็ได้พูดหลายเรื่องเลยทีเดียวรวมถึงเรื่องที่ว่าสหรัฐกับไทยก็มีความสนใจที่ในเรื่องของ TPP ที่เราพูดค้างกันไว้นะคะอาจารย์แล้วก็ทางสหรัฐก็ขอบคุณประเทศไทยที่มีส่วนช่วยเหลือพม่าในเรื่องปฏิรูปประชาธิปไตยแล้วก็หวังจะร่วมมือกับประเทศไทยในหลายๆด้านมากขึ้นทั้งเรื่องของเอดสาธารณสุขการค้ามนุษย์ร่วมมือในวงกว้างมากขึ้นนะคะส่วนนางสาวยิ่งลักษณ์ชินวัตรก็พูดบอกว่ามีความสนใจที่จะร่วมเจรจาในเรื่อง TPP หรือว่า Trans-Pacific Partnership ซึ่งเป็นเหมือน Super FTA ที่เราพูดค้างกันไว้เมื่อสักครู่นี้ว่าอยากจะทำกับสหรัฐเหมือนกันสนใจที่จะร่วมเจรจา
You talked about democracy in Thailand, but my question is this: Are you both satisfied with how democracies work? I mean, is the situation of democracy right now in Thailand? I'm talking about the situation that those who are responsible for 2010 crackdown is still not pursued by laws, and you still have these laws that criminalize any criticism against the king very harshly, including an American citizen, Joe Gordon. You have many political prisoners and recorded human rights abuse. I mean, in your opinion, I mean, how do you call this situation satisfying? And Mr. President, which Thai cuisine dish is your favorite again? Could you be more specific? Thank you, sir.
The Prime Minister may answer the question first.
Let me answer the question on democracy today. I think the destination of us is the stability of democracy, because democracy, we believe that it will be fundamental of economic growth in the future. So the destination to go with that vision is that the national reconciliation But for Thailand situation, I think we will stick with the principle of true democracy by using the apply of the rule of law and the due process, and make sure that all the things will be equal and fair basis. And in Thailand also we aim for, would like to see the national reconciliation. So our position will be with the passion and with the peaceful way and using the democracy way will be the place to solve the problem. Thank you.
Well, let me just say, first of all, that democracy is not something that is static. It's something that we constantly have to work on. The United States has the oldest democracy in the world, but we constantly have to, as citizens, work to make sure that it is working to include everybody, to make sure that the freedoms that are in our Constitution, the freedom of speech, the freedom of worship, that those are practiced and observed, and so the work of democracy never stops. And I think that what you're seeing here in Thailand is a democratically elected prime minister who's committed to democracy, committed to rule of law, committed to freedom of speech and the press and assembly. But obviously, what's true in Thailand, as is true in America, is that all citizens have to remain vigilant, and there's always improvements to be made. And I very much congratulate the Prime Minister on her commitment to democracy. And I know that many of the reforms that she continues to be interested in are ones that will strengthen democracy even further in Thailand and will serve as a good example for the region as a whole. In terms of Thai cuisine, I like it all. And I've looked over the menu for this evening's dinner, and it looks very good, which is good because I'm also very hungry. So I think I saved my appetite, and I'm looking forward to having some
ใน
authentic
ลักษณะที่โอบามาบอกว่าประชาธิปไตย
The second question comes from the
คง
U.S.
จะไม่ใช่แค่พูดแต่ว่าต้องเป็นเรื่องของการกระทำออกมาด้วย
Please.